Welcome back to Intuitive Energies, and again the new format, the once a day video that has two parts to it. So if you look below, you'll see where it's separated today. So I will also let you know as soon as I switch to part 2. So there's chapter listings, there's part 2, so if you want to watch it in 2 shots, you are more than welcome to. I'm changing the format just to see if the channel will react better to only have one video uploaded a day, to see if that helps with traction. You can't keep doing the same things in life expecting the same things to happen, different things to happen, I should say. You can't keep repeating the same things expecting a different reaction, a different outcome. Is that it? You guys know what I'm talking about. Alright, so we're talking about your foundation today, and you have the Fool in reverse. I was going to say, which concerns me, but it doesn't. And we also have the Beloved card, and it's a number 5 card. And I feel the color of this card just itself, it feels kind of weird and bloody to me, but I know it's not what it seems. It feels like somebody who has been left to bleed is what I keep hearing in my head. So it's like wounded, it's been hurt. Love has been messy for you in regards to getting hurt. Okay, so we'll put it like that, but they're going very deep into that kind of message. So, in essence, the Fool in reverse makes a whole bunch of sense to me. It makes me believe that in your foundation, sometimes it's hard to leap into the unknown when it comes to love or having faith of the best outcome. It's almost like that saying is like, don't get your hopes up, right? And that's exactly it. The Fool is up. He's up and he leaps. And if you don't go up, then you just, you're safe on the ground. And the Beloved card coming in with the 5, which is my life path number, I know that means that is a thing that you have been working on, liberating your heart. There's hands, but it's the red that just keeps, it's just so in your face, even though it's the Beloved. And when I read the book, which I'll talk about in the second part of the reading, is it talks about seeing the love in others, getting past their personalities. And I think that the message for us Pisces in this is that to remember that everything that happens in our lives is there to guide us and give us wisdom. Sometimes that wisdom is brutal, but it's always with tools for us to use in the future. We can either get crippled by it, or we can pick up the tools that are left behind and start building something different. So I'm going to start here. I usually do a clarification, and I didn't at the beginning of this one, but I figured, I figured that in this case, I love the card that came out because it's not fast for you to move into that, to jump into that heart space again. See, the Speed card is like in reverse. It's like saying, ooh, whoa, whoa, horsey, whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, that's all I hear. And this is like you're not quite at the light bulb moment, and you have these light bulb air balloons or whatever you want to call them, and you're trying to pick up, you're trying to get air, right, on this mountain. You're trying to find the answers, secure yourself before anything happens, because you want that, what do you call that, that safety net. Kind of, sort of, right? You want that safety net of being sure that you're not going to get hurt again. So absolutely, these absolutely fit. The lights, I always comment that the lights are not on here. Lights are on, but nobody's home. In this case, the lights aren't on. There is somebody home, but you're not quite there yet. Okay? So let's just continue with the Fool in reverse. And we're gonna go with the idea of apprehension is what I feel with this card. You are apprehensive of taking that leap. And this has been ingrained in you. This is a foundational thing. This is a safety thing, right? It makes sense. Base chakra, if you've been hurt or, I don't know, if you've been hurt, if you've felt that sense of security going away, you most certainly are probably not a person to just leap off a cliff. Like, you're not going to go, wherever it takes me, I will go. But I'm learning, as for myself right now, is that sometimes you need to take that leap. Sometimes it's not as harrowing or terribly scary or as life, you know, like sometimes we go, I just couldn't do that. What if my life completely changed? Sometimes those changes are very minute. They're not going to make a whole lot of difference. Maybe you're already on a slippery slope. And the best thing you can do is have faith and just go in a different direction. Sometimes when things aren't going your way, it is Spirit's way of telling you to find a different way. Okay? So just do what you must. Trust in yourself. I'm going to put in there is trust yourself, Pisces. Okay? A lot of people feel that this is being vulnerable. Yeah, slow and steady. So beautiful, Pisces. Look at this. Okay, slow and steady. The snail's tail, but she still has wings. So just keep that in mind. Just keep your wings on the ready, but make sure you're still moving forward. Oh, it's so gorgeous. I mean, the message is absolutely, mwah, okay? Synchronistic with what you need to hear right now. Absolutely. Okay? You're scared of something? You're scared of something. Okay, I'm going to help you out here. I'm doing a visualization about leaving your fears at the door. There's something, I've been talking about it, and I'm going to continue talking about it to everybody who listens. Lately, just for myself. This is a tip from Jane, because Jane's using it too right now. Sometimes you have all of these ideas and these things that come in, this doubt, like this page of swords that come in, right? My page of swords, he's my gossipy little page. He's the one that says yes and no and make it believable enough for you to think that it's the truth. And it's through inexperience. It's through just, I don't know, just fear, okay? Through what they heard or whatever. My visualization these days when I get afraid to do something, or I think, oh, I just can't do that, or everything's not perfect, and I have doubts and fears, is I imagine myself walking to a door where I open it up, and that there's this white filter that refuses to take in fear and doubt as I move through it. So as I move through the door, the fear and doubt gets left on the other side. And I get to push through and be almost like as clear and as fresh as a daisy, with none of that attached to me. It's that filter takes that that fear, that doubt, and leaves it behind. It's literally behind me on the other side of the door. And when I do this, then I start whatever I'm thinking to do, whatever brought this on. So please give that a try, and I'm going to keep talking about it. So slow and steady. Remember the old cliche, slow and steady wins the race. This is a time for easy movement, unhurried steps, a steady heart. Trust that taking life at more leisurely pace will give you greater access to your dreams. Slowing down allows more contact with the juicer elements of your life. Savor them. I love that. Just be. Okay? And of course, the cards we're talking about that came in reverse, right? What is the Knight of Swords? He is quick. The reverse is that. So, there you go, right? No coincidences. Jane doesn't believe in coincidences. No, she don't. No, she don't. All right, Pisces, let's have fun in life. Let's have fun. The Champion of Vessels. Okay, very much attached to this. I felt that emotional up and down, that upheaval of the Champion is the Knight of Cups. And it's so weird because you see this, this is like a bag with a crow. I don't, you know, some of these cards, they don't make any sense to me, but then when I do a reading, they make complete sense. I've said I've connected so much to this deck, it's weird. For this reading, it's totally appropriate. It's the crow for me is the mind, and the mind is telling you to pack up your emotions, right? To hold them safe, to put them under, you know, the latches, so that they're not left out to cause or feel pain. Very interesting. Very interesting card. Doesn't fit the Knight of Cups, but it fits the reading. We'll take it. The Ten of Wands. Oh, look at that burden. Look at those things from the past, the foundation. It's not your past, it's your foundation, but still, it feels like the stuff from your foundation. Oh, look at this Five of Vessels. Oh, no, it's the Eight of Vessels. The Apprentice of Wands. Okay. So let's take a look at these Pisces. Okay, so you have all the pieces, but you do have a piece missing. But they're all kind of together. So this is amazing. Okay. When I look at the foundation of you, this is your cracked shell. This is definitely you. But you got to realize that this 9, first of all, 369, this is number 9. This is the hole in there that lets the light in. And I feel that you have left, you haven't patched this for a reason. You're leaving it open so that you can move on from this scary type of feeling that you're being held back or hurt. And it's going to herald in because of the nice little, some new things. Beautiful Pisces. The Page, communication. It's gonna, you're leaving that hole so that communication can come in. Because there's a lot of burden here, a lot of cracking, a lot of burden, right? Protection, burdened, cracked. But there's something new being allowed to come in with this. And the Fool is new. But you need a little more time. I feel that you need a little bit more time. But the Page of Wands is also very impulsive in the way they do things. So maybe that's exactly what you need, Pisces. Maybe that is exactly what you need. Okay? You are slow and steady, but that doesn't mean you can't be impulsive. Impulsive usually is like quick, but it's, I know, it sounds like a contradiction in terms, but it really isn't. It's like saying start out small. The slow and steady is start out small. Be impulsive in small ways, not the grandiose things, you know? Instead of taking that route home, take another route home. Instead of having that, you know, that club sandwich that you always have, because you know it's good, and you don't want to have a soup or something different. Even if it fails you, be open to the idea of expanding yourself. Okay? You don't have to do the big things right away. But as you do them, remember that visualization. Leave all of this stuff at the door as you cross over. And try something new. Alright, let's try. Oh wow, they all came out together. The Revealer. The Keeper of Coins, and the Five of Coins. Okay, so I actually saw these cards last night. I saw both of these cards last night, so that's very good. What are we seeing here, Pisces? We're seeing intuitively, okay? Tapping into your High Priestess, your intuition, your receptivity. Knowing how to balance. I've recently really zoned in on the black and white of things. The duality of everything that comes into your life. The darkness and the light. It can really make you ponder. And you know, to find that balance, to get to the end of things, you need this type of information to come in. The Keeper of Coins, that is the Queen of Pentacles. She offers a lot of resources, also feminine in nature, like the High Priestess. And the Five of Coins is amazing. It shows a beaded necklace that has been shattered and just like a lot like this vessel here. It's kind of in pieces and everywhere. But the important part of this card that I keep seeing, Pisces, is that the pieces are all still there for you to do something with. You can fix this necklace and make it into a necklace. You can now make it into a bracelet. You can refashion it. You can take it apart and not make it a necklace at all. You can glue it together and make it some kind of gadget or nook thing, a decoration. You can do whatever you want with it. The pieces are still all there for you to pick up. That's the thing with this card. It's showing me resources, and you have the key to it. You have the key to all of this. Okay. Oh, wow, that just came out. And then you have the Empress, Nurturer. Right. Create something new, right? That's just what I was saying right at the moment. And I love the fact that they put this here. Oh, wow. Okay, so before I carry on, and you have the World. I was just talking about the World. Okay, so if you look at this, just this one, it's a pearl. It takes a long time to make a pearl. And it's a grain of sand that has gone in there and has irritated the clam. Okay? And in the process of trying to get rid of it, it creates a pearl. I love this. I absolutely love this, because it's saying out of all of this, like this mess, out of this heartache, okay? Sometimes these fears and these nightmares that we create something fantastic. So again, they're coming in with the message that this all helps you reach completion, opens up your eye of knowledge. This deck is wonderful, by the way. This opens up your eye of knowledge, lets you see, lets you grasp what's coming in. Okay? When I look at this again, this Knight of Cups, it is a bag too. You can't forget that this is a bag, something you've packed, something that you're going to leave and travel with. I believe this is vessels. It doesn't feel like cups, but it is. So, even though you have your things safe, even though it's on the ground, it's at the ready. It's ready to go. It feels more like this. It actually feels more like this than cups. Okay? But you are at the ready. You're at the ready. You're ready to open up your heart, open up your life, start doing new things. And like I said, it doesn't mean that you need to do like the big thing, you know, like sell your house, move to a different country. You can do little things like take a different way home, eat something different, call a friend you haven't heard from in a while, go spend some time with them. Okay? This is saying it's time, with this foundation that you've had before, it's time to communicate new things. It's time to do new stuff, new ideas. Take the old. Take the fear and turn it into something new that's going to get you to where you need to go. You also have, again here, this beautiful internal conversation with yourself, I feel. They're saying you have so much potential and resources, Pisces. In the middle, you have the Keeper coins. That's a resourceful queen who is creation. She's in direct relations with the Empress. That's a creative, that's a beautiful creative energy that's coming in. It's going to bring new life to ideas. It's going to nurture you instead of stealing away from you, but you simply have to step into it. Okay? Like this beautiful individual that you see, almost like this person has gone through the door and going, that door that I was talking about, you know, that door of scared. I am walking through here and I am good. I'm fantastic. I'm doing well. I have no problems. There you go. Okay? All right, Pisces. I think this is going to be the end of part 1, or the first reading. We're going to go into the second reading now. So if you need to stop the video and come back later, this is your spot. I'm also going to put like a chapter notice here so that you know where to start again. I appreciate you guys doing all of this. I hope it's not putting you out. That's the very last thing, especially my people who are loyal to me all the time, but I am sending you a lot of love for this. Thank you to everybody who's, you know, trickling into the website as well, my website, so that they get notified when I post a video. This is important to me because it helps me keep the people who want to be with me at a cost. I know you guys come and look for me, but, you know, I always say the algorithm in YouTube, it's just, it's brutal. It's brutal. It helps you sometimes, and then sometimes it feels like it's completely gone AWOL and doesn't really share or let anybody know we're here. Depending on the time of year and whatever, those are also factors. But my website is surefire, and you always get a notification, and now you'll only be getting it once a day, leaving me room to let you know about other things when they come in. I'm going to... Do I remove these? Did I remove this last time? Or didn't I? Yes, I did. Okay. So I'm going to keep them aside, though. I'm just going to put them over here so that I can refer to them. And we're going to take a look at the Beloved. And like I said, the Beloved, for me, this card feels like all kinds of pain and hurt. It did feel like the Knight of Cups. You know, that night of all or nothing. It's so... The Knight of Cups for me feels like the night of that Casanova, you know? That all or nothing, that love that comes in and feels like it will sweep you away and rob you of your soul, but then is so crushing when it finally leaves. It's that first heady love that you feel where you would, you know, you feel like you would die for that person. And it can be very tragic to put that much energy, because it's much more than love. It's obsession and lust and an array of emotions that kind of really rip it out of you. And as Pisces, we can feel all of this because we are already emotional creatures to begin with. We're all heart when we begin here, and sometimes that's very painful. It's a hard 5, okay? But in this case, the Beloved, this card of the Beloved, it says, is the recognition of spirit in another. So it's trying to tell you that whether they're, you know, good or bad for you, you have to recognize that people all have a spirit energy. And that is true enough. If you're here as a human being and as an energy on this planet, you have spirit energy within you. Okay? And moving towards spirit through the other. It is when the divine appears to us in the form of our child, our partner, our friend, and we experience being in love. As we grow, we start to recognize the Beloved in everyone, not confusing their personality with their divine nature. Accept the invitation to learn through the path of love. Expand your being through union with another. When you recognize the beloved in another, you call forth their highest and purest nature. Follow the path of love. Be careful of romantic love, the kind of love you fall in and out of. Own all the protections you have placed upon the person you are dreaming of. Remember that they're only mirroring back your own deep longings rather than revealing their true selves. If you fail to notice this, be prepared to walk through the fire of strong emotions once again. And that's the part that really hit me when I looked at this card. Even though at the beginning they're talking about all the lovey-dovey stuff, when I look at this card, I feel something very different. I feel the pains of the past, the foundations of you being hurt before, okay? And that's why probably forgiveness played a very big role for all kinds of love. It's not just that love. It's all kinds of love, okay? Parents can really hurt you. Siblings, best friends that are no longer. But you have to realize they all have a divine place in our lives. Okay, so this is the new deck Sign of the Times that I have. It's not so new now because I've been using it for a couple of weeks, but we'll call it new. Okay. Oh. Disruption, lightning, and fun. Very interesting. Two very different cards. I always feel the good and the bad of it. And if you look at it, this kind of love, this kind of foundational thing, that's exactly what it feels like. Sometimes it's fun, and sometimes it's great devastation and disruption. Just look at this. You know, the fear of getting hurt. The fear of getting caught in the wrong thing. I mean, look at this plane. You see that lightning going, oh, maybe I shouldn't be here right now, right? But it's too late. You're there. You're caught. There's nowhere for you to go. You have to weather the storm. But then again, there are times where it's just plain fun. It is flamingo. It's pink. It's beautiful. It feels lovely. Okay, it feels laughter. I feel right now, Spirit's making me feel like, you know, that laughter bubbling up to the surface where you just kind of have to giggle. And it feels wonderful. So there are different types of things. And there's that duality again coming in. Okay. It's so very interesting. It's fun, but it's also disruptive, Pisces. Fun, yet disruptive. So, all right. Let's see here. Let's pull some cards on this. Or should I read what they have to say? I really want to read the disruptive. You know why? Because I have the 41 and it's 5. And I love the 2 because it's the beloved. It's like sharing love with another. It's one and the other, the duality. It's just all together, right? We'll start with the disruption. Disruptive. Disruption? Disruption. Like a flash of lightning that illuminates the night sky without warning, this card wants you to not just expect the unexpected, but embrace it. The unknown and unanticipated cause many people to fear the worst. Remember that door I was talking about earlier on, right? Then you go, I will do that, but if I do that and that happens, then this and that, and I start doubting and I start to fear, it's time to just go through that filtering door and leave that stuff behind you. Okay? This is a card of events happening suddenly, out of the blue. A single sentence can reveal information that changes everything. Or you could turn around and have a life-altering experience right on the sidewalk or in your own kitchen. These moments are a shock to the system, whether positive or negative. Since you can't plan for surprises by definition, this is a card is a lesson in the unpredictable nature of life. So I feel like they're telling you that you may not always be able to protect yourself from the unexpected. This is a foundation of you. Maybe you have spent your entire life trying to protect yourself from bad things. And you just don't want to do that anymore. I think there's a part of you that just wants to get on with it. You don't want to live your foundation through fear. You know, you don't go, well, I didn't do that. I didn't experience that. I didn't do any of that. So this is the after tarot. There you go, planting the seed. Look at that. Okay. I love this card. It's one of my favorite cards, the Eight of Swords. Oh, here we go. Okay, so if I read it quite literally, and what I'm seeing is like, plant the seeds, take the help, have the fun, set yourself free. Honestly, that's what I see. That's what I see when I look at all these cards. You know, you put the seed down. Okay? Go ahead. Go ahead and plant that. Okay? Don't hold it for the rest of your life. It's never going to do anything unless you do. I feel that even the scarab bug is going, go ahead, plant it. I can't wait till the leaves come out so I can munch on them. I have some of these dune bugs. This is a scarab, but I have some of these dune bugs that come and eat my raspberries, my leaves of my raspberries. And although they're considered a pest, they're gold. They're so cute. I know. I may be a bug person. You have also here this beautiful helper. I mean, it's almost like this help is coming in and going, come on, you can do this. Aren't you fed up? Look at him. Doesn't he almost look like he's going, I'm patiently waiting for you to figure out that you can free yourself, that we can get the heck out of here. I feel that spirit waiting for you. I feel there may be somebody important around you who's going, why do you keep insisting that you can't do it? Free yourself. It's time to do it. Because when you do, you're going to be able to, like, look at this. Run free. Have fun. Joy. Childlike joy. Okay? It's almost like somebody's calling you in to supper. Come on, it's time to have a meal now. It's time to nourish yourself. Rather than deplete yourself. It's time to nourish yourself. And again, you have the beautiful, look at this bird flying away. Flying out. Okay? I'm going to remind you. Okay? It's time for you to fly, Pisces. It's time for you to do what you need to do. I think my camera's a little sideways. That's okay. I'll just leave it like that, and I'll make my cards crooked so that you can have them straight. How's that? Okay, Pisces. What's next? The Devil in reverse. Love it. Give me more of that. I'll take the Devil in reverse any day. Dulling the shine. Ashley? Don't mind me. Okay, Pisces, never mind me. Just never mind me, okay? We'll get there, I swear. Yeah, okay. Much better. And the Fool in reverse again. That's why I had to do that, okay? That's why I had to do that. Okay. Dulling the shine. We had the Page of Wands earlier, and I feel this is saying the same thing. Oh, I'm doing that again. Let me see. Let me see if I can... My apologies, Pisces, for juggling you around. I was trying different things with my camera, and I think I inadvertently changed all my comfortable settings. All right. So what are you doing there? You're getting away from restrictions, addictions. This is like giving into something, right? I guess it's supposed to be lust or passion. Yeah. So you're not giving into that. I think it's more about love. I think it's more about that purity of love. Now, I'm not going to talk against lust because it served me well in my marriage, okay? So I call that just fun. Let's call that the fun card, okay? But there are certain kinds of lusting. It's not only physical. It has to do with lusting after somebody's life. And that's like envy. And there's some very unhealthy kinds of lust. But as with everything, Pisces, okay? So I feel that this is like I said, the Queen of Wands, taking the shine away from things. And this is leaving behind this confusion, because this is too many choices as well, right? You may feel that you're just afraid to step into that thing. That whole row is about holding back on these things, okay? About holding back on decisions, not doing decisions, not having choices. Because there's too many choices, but this is about not having enough choices. I feel that this restriction is about taking away your choices. It's about taking away your light. It's almost like you've fallen into the devil without wanting to. By trying to be too good, you've now restricted yourself so much that you've fallen into the trap of the devil of just not freeing yourself. You're stuck in a cycle. Okay? And this one isn't of addiction or guilt or abuse. It's the cycle of not moving forward, of fear. As soon as you get out of this row, you're going to bring speed and balance to your life. You have the Eight of Wands and the Justice card. I love this one because I've mentioned that before. You have the King and the Pauper both on this Justice card, saying that it doesn't matter, it's equal to both. Whatever happens, you're accountable. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter who you are. You may have set these limitations because you think, I'm just little old me. I've done that a lot in my lifetime, of thinking, I'm just little old me. What can I do? What can I accomplish? What kind of big steps do I do? But to you can accomplish whatever you want. You can set your mind to something. Just because somebody is born and lives with money in one way, doesn't mean that you can't work your way up to it. And the way you feel about money is what it will feel about you. So don't feel bad about it, and don't live in lack or of going, I had to claw my way up. No, you made it. You did it. You now have money. It is easy for you. Okay? Nobody is better than you because they have money. And then pretty soon you realize it isn't about money. Same about relationships. I deserve. I don't deserve. There's all these things, all these doubts. And this comes from a foundation of maybe sometimes a few bad things happening. And the disruption that it caused you at a very soul foundation that now has stopped you from moving forward. And you revert to it every single time it happens. And it stops you from moving forward. You have the Fool in reverse twice. It tells you to go, ooh, wait, ooh, let's wait, ooh, let's take a moment. This foundation is telling you that it's time to discard that. It's time to do something brand new. Yeah. It's time to get over your fears. It's time to pick up whatever pieces you think were scrambled or spread all over the place. You still have all your bits, all your parts. And the parts that are broken, like this one, it's leaving the light in. Maybe that was the whole point of that breaking, to have that extra space to let light in. Okay? That's the wisdom that comes with broken parts. That's the thing. Not only are you now an original piece or an original vase, nobody else has these edges quite like you do. Nobody looks like you. You are now recognizable only to you. You know, it's like that one car who paints like flames on the side. Everybody knows who that is. Oh, I know who that is. It's not just a plain old color. This is the same thing with a vase. It gives you the duality, gives you that idea. You get to taste both and savor both, right? The burdens. The only thing here, as I keep seeing, is like a fear that doesn't want to go. Instead of you seeing it as resources coming in to give you keys, these hardships has turned a grain of sand into pearls and set you free. You need to learn to you need to understand that it set you free. So it's your perspective that needs to change for your foundation, right at the core of you, right in, in the gut of you, right down there. You have to trust yourself down there. You have to walk and talk and believe and let, quite literally, your pelvis, the whole bottom part of your body, move you forward. Let it take your legs and move you forward in life. Don't let it restrict you anymore. All right, my beautiful Pisces, this has been your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Please make sure to like, share, subscribe. I have all these decks on a list website. It's in the description box below. You can search that out. Yeah, I'm very excited. There's going to be new things added. As I said, I'm doing something new, and I'm excited. I will let you know when I do lives what's happening, what's going on. So check those too. And I'm going to send you love, light, and blessings, my beautiful Pisces. Take good care of yourselves. And I'll see you later. Bye for now.